This is a demonstration of DealerSoft's capabilities for electronic equipment dealership management. Here in part 1, we're going to talk about how DealerSoft supports your customer service and your warehouse operations. So let's look at customer service. First, we'll look at a walk-in situation with a counter sale or rental, and then we'll look at a large corporate account, and we'll look at some of the emails generated by the system, and we'll wrap up with a look at some of the customer self-service capabilities. So here's a DealerSoft dashboard. So when a customer walks into the rental store, pull up this order screen. You can do a lookup on the item, or you can actually use a scanning gun and barcode your item. When the customer is ready to leave, transfer the items out. And when he returns, you can transfer them back in or barcode them in and then bill them at that time. So then I have a more complicated order here for a corporate customer, and this would include, in this case, 5 items, a couple of cameras, and they're going out on different dates. When this order leaves the warehouse, only the first 2 items are going to go because they're the only ones scheduled for today. So if I go over to the warehouse manager's desktop, I see a list of the shipments that he's expected to process, including the one that we just sent to our corporate customer. So I've got the 2 line items here. The warehouse manager would use this to enter the serial number. And once that happens, you can go over to the order desk and they can pull up the order and see that it's been confirmed, which means it's been shipped out. Also, the system is set up, in this case, to send out a notification to the customer confirming the entire order. So let's go back to customer service. I want to show you the easiest way to increase sales in your dealership. And that is to let the customer use the portal and shop online against your catalog. So here's DealerSoft's customer portal. You have the ability to give the customer access to his financial statements, his history, support that he might need, the order catalog, the shopping cart, his order history, and product documentation. So let's take a look at the catalog. There's some search capability built right in. So here's a drill down on this one item. It's a Canon camera. You can have hot links, descriptive information, links to web pages here. And your customer can use the shopping cart to enter how much he's going to rent or purchase. And when he's done, he can finish the order with his payment information, and it'll post to your order system. So let's take a look at DealerSoft's warehouse capabilities. First thing you'll see is support for multiple stores, automatic replenishment process, and then we built barcoding and shipping and receiving, which includes mobile capabilities. So if we look back on the order screen from the previous example, you can see that we can actually choose which warehouse we're going to source any one line item out of. We can also feed a single central warehouse from multiple branches. Now we've given the warehouse a couple of opportunities to use barcoding, and one of them is right here, where we've given you the ability to scan the serial number in order to return the item. Let's take a look at the warehouse replenishment screen. Here the system lists recommended order quantities based on the min and max you set for each item. You select which items to replenish, and the system will automatically cut a purchase order. So the last thing to cover in customer service is the return process, and here's the warehouse return screen that the warehouse would use to enter the quantity and conditions of the items returned. With DealerSoft, you can do this entire process on your mobile phone. So right here there's a return screen. Serial number comes in automatically. So does the order number. And you use the cell phone camera to take a picture. And of course everything posts to the order when you're done. Well, that's it for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, also on YouTube.